Hello, this is Kieran Kellogg's Professional Portfolio Design submission for assignment 1. So for my project outline is that I'll be creating a combat skill system where the player can select skills and then use relevant keys on the keyboard to use these skills, alongside a stretch goal, if I've got time, of creating it into a small game with a save system, which if I've got time as well, I'll polish it from a prototype into a proper full game by adding polish. And I decided also to do this because I wanted to challenge myself and use my knowledge of developing skins like a inventory system to develop a new feature using the same base principles. It did allow me to help me with future projects of mine which I plan, which need skill systems, and I decided to do it in Unity as I'm less adept at Unity. Would be being able to make combat AI easily in UE5 through blueprinting and things like that. So be allowing me to become more adept at the most used engine in terms of game releases in the industry. Then I've researched into specialization and want to enter at programming because it's what I'm best at and I love doing it the most, with a backup plan of being a solo dev. Now I've researched into being a programmer by looking at job postings on Indeed and portfolios of coders to see what they've done, to see what companies are looking for and what coders are doing to show off these skills. In addition, I attended a panel by people in the industry where they discussed that it's better to have a T-shaped skill set instead of just specialising in one thing. You develop skills in a variety of areas. So what I want to do is also to try and develop the variety of areas such as visual effects, audio and that lot, whilst also coding still being a big major focus, because that's what I want to specialise in. Here's like some of the jobs in that lot I've looked at. Here's some of the portfolios. Now, based on looking at these job postings, the key skills they're looking for are optimization, learning implementation of new system features quickly, time management, communication, and excellent coding skills. My proposed project will help me do this and allow me to focus on optimizing functions of the game, for example by making a working skill tree and then going through and optimizing what I've done to make it more scalable, as my past projects could have been better optimized and things done more efficiently to allow for scalability, because it didn't matter much back then, as like you were only doing things like 10-20 times at most, while if I wanted something to be bigger, such as doing like 200 different skills or enemies, it would be extremely inefficient, possibly cause game crashes or lag, as well as it give me plenty of chances to improve on communication, such as with commenting my code, which is another weak area of mine, as I've often forgotten in my own personal projects to comment sections of code. In addition, allow me to show off and improve my abilities is developing new system features quickly, as they allow me to show those new things off quickly and how I've grown from past prototypes in what I've made there. In addition, I love allowing me to improve my time management ability by me planning and meeting goal and deadlines in a given amount of time, and I'll be able to develop the T-shaped skill set as I can develop things such as visual effects, such as like a magic circle when using a magic skill, and I'll also have lastly like a game to show off if I do the stretch goal, which is designed with portfolios of coders and that lot, while at the minimum I'll have a project to show off how I've learned and developed new features. Then here's some research I've done into some skill trees, that lot, and based on looking at these I've got that image, I've seen some things that are coming, which that images represent the skills. Selectable skills are highlighted while non-selectable ones are grayed out, and each of these skill trees have unique shapes so they don't look boring and repetitive, as can be seen there. However, I've learned to simplify these trees because too many skills can be overbearing to the player, so I've decided to, only have a limited amount of more impactful skills. While here I've looked into hotbars, these play skills the player can use, as based on this I'll map them to numbers on the keyboard and I'll have usable skills shown while non-usable ones are grayed out. Now I've made a little basic skill tree layout. Now please just note the notes I've made just because they make it a bit more legible for people. Then I've made a prototype to show off the skill tree, which just shows off like you can click on them, that lot. When you click on them it adds them there, then you can add them. Now here is a list of references.